Hey strangers, so it is 9:39 a.m. and usually I don't vlog this early, but I'm gonna be meeting my friend and we're gonna hang out all day, so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna basically prep up my face. But I wanted to do a fresh impression, and this is a company that's dearly into my heart because you guys know by the title I work there. So I'm gonna be as 100% as honest as I can be, and I basically got these because they are discontinuing and they were on a great sale for associates. So I was like, dude, I'm gonna cop that. So I got a few makeup items and I'm gonna be applying it on my face. Mainly it's just eyeshadows and lips. I'm not really a type to purchase like the color tints or anything like that. I was thinking of doing it as a fresh impression thing, but I don't think they were on sale. I could be wrong, but I don't think they were on sale at all, and I don't have any use for them. So as you can tell, I already did my face, my brows as well. So for the eyes, actually I'm going to do swatches of them. So the first one that I have here is Happiness. And I know this one is a very, very nice color. It's more like a goldish flake. And what's cool is that you can use this for whatever you want. But I think it's advertised as an eyeshadow. So if we do a swatch of this. It's really cute. Yeah. So it's more like a goldy bronze, as you can see there. The texture is kind of like a cream eyeshadow, and I'm not going to put any primer on my eyes because I want to see how well it holds off on its own. The next one I have here is Sophisticated, which is more like a pearl taupe, I find. Ooh, and it looks really, really good. It looks like a color that I would actually wear on the daily. So there's that one. And I didn't smudge it around, so oh, this is Fantasy. Getting my colors mixed up. Fantasy, a lot of my coworkers like wearing this as a liner, and I think it comes with a liner wand if I'm correct. Yep. So it comes with a liner wand, so I'm probably going to put that in the inner corners just for purposes. Or maybe it has a liner, who knows. But that is super pigmented. And what's cool is that I'm going to smudge that out just to show you guys how it looks when it's smudged out. So I'm gonna super pigmented, like, so you can use that as a highlighter as well. Very pretty. And I'm gonna smudge the other one, and they're very easy to blend as well. Like, it doesn't look cakey or anything like that. The next color is Quietly Motivated. And I think these each retail for $19.95 if I'm correct. But because I got them on sale, it was only, I'd like to say, because it was 75% off for me, which is a crazy steal. Ooh, actually I might use this as a liner. This one is, yeah, Quietly Motivated. And I'm looking for a nice brown liner, so I'm going to try that out as a liner. Yes. I'm actually excited for that. And then this is Perspective, which is like an all-around pinky nude that I would wear. So I'm probably gonna put this on my lip. And they don't really have a scent to it. It kind of just smells like wheats. Almost like kind of like food ingredients. Well, yeah, that's a really, really nice pink. I've been eyeing this pink color for a while. Like every time I go to work there, I always put this on my lip. Just to kind of freshen it up. And then this is Decisive. I usually don't go for reds, but when I saw this, I'm like, you know what, change up a little bit of my lip collection. And sometimes, you know, during the holidays, since it's coming around, this looks like a blue tone red, and I know for my skin, blue tone red is good. There you go. So what I'm gonna do now is, because my eyes and everything is ready, I'm gonna actually put on, and I'm gonna be using my fingers mostly because I don't want my brushes to get all like hardened up or anything like that. So looking at the colors I have here, I think I'm gonna put, what is this color right here? I'm gonna put Happiness first. Yeah, I'm gonna put Happiness first all around my lid. Let's try that. I'm gonna apply it with my finger because I don't want to put the whole thing on there, so my main idea of testing this out is without a primer, especially, ooh, look how pretty that looks. Without a primer is I want to see if it creases and how long it lasts on its own. Because obviously with a primer, it might work a little bit better, but because some of us, we don't use primer, I want to compare and contrast like how it's going to work without it. So I think I put a little bit too much on one eye, as you can see, so I'm just going to level that out. Okay. I think that should do it. Yeah. It actually goes on really nicely. Like, it blends very well. Like, you can't tell that it's a sharp edge, you know what I mean? And I usually do this with my eyeshadows too, so there's that. Then the next thing I'm going to put on is the Sophisticated. I want to put that mainly focusing on the inner eyelid, just to kind of add that pearly pop to my eyes. And it dries very easily too, which I love the color. It looks really natural, and I find that these would be very easy to kind of like travel with, just because they're already in jars, and you know, you can just throw them in a bag. And just gotta make sure, can you guys see that? Yeah, I think that looks good. If you want to add more, you can pack on a little bit more just to kind of define it. At first it feels weird because it honestly feels like you're putting some sort of like liquid foundation on your eyes, but I assure you they dry pretty well. Yeah. Okay, so that's good. Now the only thing I wish I got was like a darker color, just to kind of like put it on the outer corners. So I think what I'm gonna do is possibly add this somehow to the outer corners, even though it's a liner application, because we're doing a fresh impression. Let's do it. So what I'm doing is I'm just literally adding it to the outer corner as a line, and then I'm gonna blend it out, because we're also gonna use this as a liquid liner as well. So I'm gonna use my sunlight to my advantage and then blend that out. And I might also take a picture and show you guys, because the camera kind of washes it out, but in person it actually looks like I took my time to blend these, which is funny because I didn't. So let's add a little bit more. So for sure, right off the bat, I can definitely tell you guys that these are so easy to work with. That's what I've seen in other videos. They said that super easy to blend, it's effortless, so it's really good if you're the type that doesn't like to blend that much, or is not comfortable with blending eyeshadows, because these are liquid and they're not powdery. I'm done with the eyes. Looks really good. So now I'm gonna put the liner, and then I'll get back to you guys. Okay, so I managed to do one wing. It's kind of hard to use this wand. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's kind of hard to use this wand as a eyeliner applicator because it's not as precise, but that's what I got from it. So, and the formula is actually a little bit chunky. I don't know if you guys can see that, but oh wow, you can even see all the way to the bottom. But anyways, quite chunky. I can even tell that the formula is kind of kicked out there. So as I was saying, it is discontinuing, so that could be it. But it is quite chunky, so let's try it on the other eye. So you have to be really careful when you apply it. Really get a different mirror, because this one is quite heavy on the hand. You know, IKEA for the win. Yeah, it's super hard to achieve, like, I don't think you guys can even see it that much, but it's really hard to achieve that perfect wing with this, but we're just gonna wing it. Looks manageable. So I didn't purchase the mascara from them just because I thought like they're not discontinuing it, so obviously it wasn't on sale, and I have so many mascaras to try out, so I'm just gonna put on my staple. Right now I'm testing out it's not a Fresh Impression on these guys, but I'm using drugstore ones, so this is the Essence Get Big, and I've seen on a forum that I follow that the Essence False Princess Lash, I heard that one's really good. But I actually got it from my friend, and she was telling me how it's not as dramatic as people say it is, but it's still a really good mascara for $4.99. And I do like this mascara as well. I mean, like, if I'm on a budget and I don't want to be spending money on, like, the Sephora Lash Stash, because that's what I usually get, the Lash Stash, so then I can try out different brands and then get a full-size one of my liking for the price of one full size. Like, why won't you do that? So, but this one is still pretty good. Like, the Essence, they're cheap, affordable, and they do the job. And then I also am trying out the NYX mascara. This was on sale as well. It was during their Christmas sale. So I was like, okay. Not as strong as the Essence, but it actually holds up my lashes really well. So I really like that. There's that. And then for the inner corners, I usually use a pencil, but because we're doing a fresh impression, I'm going to be using Success by Lush. And this one is super popular with my coworkers, like, honestly, and it looks amazing on them, so I'm kind of like, is it gonna look good on me? Who knows? So we're gonna put this on the corner. Ooh, yeah, it's really, really pretty. It's nice and fine. I love that. And one day I want to use this, like, as an in-vlog thing, as, like, a little bit of a highlighter. But, oh, man. Can you guys see that? I'll bring you to another angle. Ooh, yes. So I don't have to take a picture, but you guys can see how I blended the shadows together, and then this just makes the eye pop. Alright, and then the last thing that I have here to put on is the lip color. I'm gonna stay safe. I know, I'm boring, and use Sophisticated. So this one is super oily, like it doesn't feel matte at all, as you can see. But I think it's because the ingredients in there, they have lots of like vegetable oil, like jojoba oil and such. Let me actually double check. So this one, yep, has jojoba seed oil, candelilla wax, also rose flower wax. Very interesting. So I'm pretty sure it's gonna make my lips feel moisturized throughout the day. But anyways, yes, this is the final look. We're gonna leave it on, see how it lasts throughout the day. If I end up putting the red later on, I will let you guys know, definitely. But yeah, so far I feel like it was very easy to blend. It goes from like creamish to powder, and it does dry up very fast. I don't know if it smudges or not, so let me try to do that. Oh yeah, it does. So I just kind of streaked it through, and yeah, it does smudge, obviously. But we're gonna leave it on for the whole day, see how it lasts. I'm very curious on how the wing is gonna last for me, and especially the eyeshadow. Is it gonna crease? And I want to see, obviously the lip is not gonna be long lasting, but I want to see how well it holds itself. I'm also wearing red lipstick, which is really rare. I never wear like a high pigmented lip like this, but I'm doing a fresh impression on Lush, so we'll see how it goes.
Here at the back is gay.
Okay, so just ate some Chinese food. As you can see, it's bleeding a little bit on the edge, so, but it is staining now, I think. Yeah, it's stained, which is cool. It does transfer a little bit, but I might reapply the lighter color just because this one is a little bit dark, and as you can see, it's like kind of going around. And I don't think Lush is gonna make a lip liner anytime soon. Maybe, I don't know. Final thought on the Lush cosmetic. I'm looking at my eyes and it looks like it did crease a little bit, as you guys can see. But that's because I didn't put any primer. And over here, but I think this is Success. Success looks like it's been holding up really well. And then my lip, I did eat a couple greasy foods, so I think that's why it became like that. But overall, it went really well. And the wing is actually still stable, as you guys can see. So my final thought is I think I would repurchase it again, just because if you guys are looking for like a natural alternative, no animal cruelty and all that stuff, you know, like I think it's a great alternative to doing like vegan makeup, so highly recommend that. But do use a primer perhaps, and I find that, let's see, if I were to just kind of move it around, it doesn't really transfer. And the lip, use a lip liner, because if you guys can't see there, it is bleeding quite a lot, so I'm pretty excited to take this off. But I would repurchase it again, and I'm really excited to see what the new range is going to be, whether it's naked or not. But yeah, if you guys like what you see, please comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm whispering because I have my roommate still awake, so, but yeah, please comment, rate, and subscribe if you guys haven't already, and I will catch you guys in a later beauty or vlog video. Bye, strangers.